In this how-to video, we're going to look at creating a new design. I already have a design open, so I'm going to go up to File, New Design, and we'll notice it's named Untitled. I'm now going to go ahead and save that and simply call it New Design, and it's saved in the current project. I could change that if I wished. Click on Save. You'll notice now that we're at V0 or version 0. We're in the model workspace, and there's a series of primitives I can choose from. I'm going to select Box, select the work plane, and then drag that out. Now I can key the numbers in right here, press Tab to get to the other dimension. I can also drag the value, so for height I could drag that up and down, or I could enter all three on the box dialog box. And I'm creating a new body. If I go over to the browser, under Bodies, I can see that Body 1 has been created. Let's just pan that around. So back to Create, and this time I'm going to create a cylinder. Select the plane and the center point of the cylinder. And for the diameter, set in a value. I just drag that height to 20 millimeters. For the diameter, I can change that to 50 in the dialog box. So I now have a box and a cylinder created in the model workspace. Let's click on Create and go into the Sculpt environment and see the differences. You can see that Sculpt has now been added above Model. Go to Create, and again I have a series of primitives I can select from. Selecting Box, selecting the plane, and very quickly we're going to see the differences between the model and the Sculpt freeform model. Here with the box dialog, and there's the model itself. Notice the lines indicating the faces and the edges. If for some chance it's set to shaded, you won't see those. So make sure under Visual Style you at least have it shaded with visible edges showing. I can set my values in the box dialog box, or again I can drag those out. Using these handles I can increase the number of faces and edges and points that make up that T-spline form. I can change the width faces and the length faces in the dialog box. Once I've created that sculpted model, to modify the body, I'm going to select 4 faces. I'm holding down the Shift key to select multiple faces. I can then go to Modify, and in dragging on these manipulators, I can dramatically change the shape of that body. Click on OK. Now, if, for example, you are using a mouse, you can see how quickly you can get that shape. To do that in the model workspace would be much more difficult. To return to the model workspace, we can click on Finish Form. So back to the home view first, and then Finish Form. Back in the model workspace, we can see our timeline with the 3 bodies that we created. 2 in model workspace and 1 in the sculpt environment.